Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's the next move? Let's find out in the charts here, shall we? We've already seen Bitcoin done impossible just like week after week. First off, of just non-stop green candles. How many more green candles can we do? Is it going to continue to take off? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episodes. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 555. You know how I do here in Dubai. How you guys doing today? I hope you're all well. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. It is Monday and the last few days. I don't. Let's see here. It's like, is this the last day of no? It's not the last day of January. We have one more day, and then we're gonna be off to races. So Bitcoin has done an amazing January. It's on par for to have a record January since 2013. We're going to be talking about that in today's episode. Okay, and we're going to be trying to figure out where we can trade this, right? I've already gotten myself into a trade and see where we can get you into a trade, and you can do so. And once you do get into a trade, if you're interested in getting a trade, you can trade at bybit.davincij15.com or okx.davincij15.com. Links are in the description, and you can have massive bonuses for doing so. Okay, so let's get on with that with Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're just going over the technical analysis, and then we're going to go on to the news that you can use, right, for my news rant, because my news rant's lots of fun. You know how it is, right? I'm always jovial on my news rant. Okay, let's clear this up. Well, I finally got into a trade here. Right, it's been a while since I got a Bitcoin trade, but I caught one here. Right, once I saw this W, boom, I was like, yeah, I'm taking this. Boom, boom. That was it. So, and then I took this with a larger risk. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go big or go home. Right, so I'm gonna hold this thing because Bitcoin has serious pump potential, even though the target was approximately here. You see it hit the target along with this wick candle, but I held it, and there was a Darth Maul. Now normally I would move it my stops to break even. Did not. So it was like, okay, forget it. I'm holding it, and it paid off. We can see that we're almost at the 24K Bitcoin. You can see if we go down to daily, you can see Bitcoin is pumped, like it's scared of the 13 AMA. If we add the ribbons, let's see here, let's do the ribbon. So you can see we're way above the EMA ribbons, and it's all green here. You see, it's just we're way above the green. We've been above the green for quite some time. We haven't seen that in a very long time. Basically, with Bitcoin, Bitcoin has gone negative for a very very long time. So now we've turned positive. So there's odds are we're going to be turning positive for a very long time. So we're going to see a lot of long green week candles for a while. So might as well join the ride, right, and jump in when you can. So this is a time to do that. Bitcoin has clearly stated, nope, I'm not going down. Alrighty, let's head over to Ethereum. Ethereum is basically setting up for an AB equals CD that takes us all the way to the 2K. And once we get to the 2K, boom, boom, we're heading to 3600. Bitcoin, once it gets to 25K, right? Once we get to 25K, boom, boom, it's all the way up to 30K, and maybe just probably a little bit underneath it, and we're gonna have some resistance. Probably gonna see a little bit of a pullback. Gonna be really difficult for it to break through, but if it breaks through, a possible 40K is in the targets for Bitcoin in a rapid succession. That's incredible. Let's go back to Ethereum. Ethereum, you can see there is a beautiful W there on the 4 hour here. Oof, sweet W. Do you see it? If not, I'm going to bring it, make it bigger for you, and show it to you right now. You can see this beautiful W pattern, just indicating that there is more room to pump. We can say that we are moving in a positive trend. So hey, you know what? Let's stick with that, you can see we're going to take it all the way up to just to new highs, almost the $1,700 mark. We might retest this area, retest the entry level, but it looks like there was a close retest already, so odds are we're probably not going to retest it again. If we do, it will lower the chances that this W is going to take out the 1700. Hopefully we can just bounce off this retest of, let's see here, off the 1623, bounce off that, boom, we're off to races all the way to 2K. We're over 1700 first and then 2K. Whoo-wee, wow. Bitcoin, its dominance is like just keeps pumping up. But at the same time, there's a lot of positive coins here blowing up, right? Non-stop. So the little lady strategy is doing extremely well. Okay, let's get on to the news, right? As you know, Bitcoin is set up for a massive January. Right now, we're at almost a 40% move up. That's a huge move. Since the last time we did something like that was in January 2013. We did a 44% move upwards, and that was huge, huge, huge. I remember back in those days, man, when Bitcoin just was making all-time highs after all-time highs. It was beautiful, beautiful days. 2013 was beautiful because it did a double pump back then. I remember witnessing it. I remember watching. There was this website, right, that would make a noise, boop, 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 whenever it made an all-time high. It was doing that an awful lot in January 2013. It was so beautiful. It was this beautiful sound to hear. I always had it running in the background, even to wake me up at night. I'd be like, yeah. Oh, wow. Those were good times, man. Oh, man, I hope we get those times once again. Okay, this is interesting because, obviously governments, banks, they can't support crypto. It will destroy their ability to create money and by going into debt and being able to buy whatever they want. They'll actually have to do something right. But they all know they cannot stop it. So if you can't beat them, you have to join them. So New York is considering a bill to establish cryptocurrencies as a form of payment for state agencies. Oh boy, unbelievable. The legislation proposes to allow crypto to be used as a means of payment for fines, civil penalties, rent, rates, taxes, fees, charges, and more. Boom. You see, once Bitcoin becomes a payment system, right, that opens up a whole other box of abilities that Bitcoin can do. It's become because when it was designed, it was originally designed with an anticipation that hey, you know what, we're going to use this as money, and we're going to want certain things that we want in the future once it is accepted as money, and that's all built into the Bitcoin system already, and it just can't be used until everybody's using it. It's the same with electricity. Electricity, when we first invented it, we used it only for lights, and that seemed like the only thing you could use it for. Same with Bitcoin. It seems right now the only thing you could use it for is to pay somebody else, right? Oh no. Wait until you see what comes down the pipe once it becomes money. You have no clue how amazing inventions will be available to you once Bitcoin becomes money. It will blow your mind. No one could have imagined refrigerators, washing machines, and so much more, right? With the fact that we have electricity in our houses, and now we have like cell phones, right? Wait until the 100 years from now. Well, I mean, probably won't have to wait 100 years actually, because you know what? Technology moves a lot faster than it did in the past, so we'll probably see a lot of crazy things within the next 25 years. Okay, here's something on the retarded level, right? Sam Bankman-Fried seeks right to transfer FTX crypto. Yeah, I forgot to steal enough money from my my fraudulent scam cryptocurrency exchange. Can you let me transfer some more, please? I mean, delusional, right? I'm thinking, man, this guy's just trying to do an insanity plea, right? This is insane. But then I read below it, it says, lawyers from the bankrupt crypto exchange's founder said there's no evidence for restricting his access to the crypto held by the FTX as part of the bail conditions in in a fraud trial. Aha. Yeah. So somebody, collects a bunch of money from people, and then people find out it's a fraud, right? And she accuse it of being a fraud, and then they take it to court. So wait a second, it's not a fraud. I should access the money. It's not. Okay. Right. Oh my God! I wonder if any judge would be dumb enough to grant that. No, just to even request it seems like a dumb request. Oh, another Fed countdown week here. The Fed's coming out. Trading with the Fed is not good. In 2 days and 14 hours, you do not want to be trading at that time. That will be the most volatile time. Now, you could probably do some lucky trades. Hey, you know what? I'm going to buy the low here, and hope for it to come recover. But you just don't know which direction the market will go with the Fed's announcement. It's going to be brutal. So the Fed fund rate, predicting right now, it's going on the February 1st. They're predicting it's going to be 4.5, up 2.5 basis points. And let's go over to March 22nd. They're planning to do anywhere from 4.75 to 5. Basically, what the Fed does is they try to keep it inside of a range. They can't make it exact, right? Because they have to print money or take money away. So they have to suck up all the debt, right? Or in order to reduce the rates, and if they want to increase the rates, they have to sell a bunch of debt into the market. So this means they have to use the market in order to keep the price. And so what they're doing is manipulating the market in order to keep the price in a specific range by selling the debt whenever the prices are not high enough, interest rates are not high enough, and buying it back when the interest rates go above what they expect it to be. So that's what they do. Manipulate the market. And people just accept it as hey, you know what? That's how it should be. Yeah. Yeah, we need people to control the market. Right. Okay. This Canadian man lost his life savings in a crypto scam on YouTube. Now, I'm really sad to see and hear this happening. I've seen it before people are really stubborn when it comes to these scams. They start counting their dollars really quickly, easily, how much they're going to be making when they see the false move in the amount of small money that they deposit. This is what most of the good scams do. The good scams, they let you deposit some, they withdraw some easily, and then boom, you start dropping like a whole bunch of money. Don't do that. That does not exist. Don't do that. If somebody comes and tells you to invest because they're going to give you outsized returns, it's a scam. Simple as that. Try to understand this basic concept in your head. It's a scam. Stay away. Please. Don't do that. Okay? Right? If somebody even if it's somebody you do know and trust, odds are, right? I suggest you just don't do it. Just don't do it. Unless it's somebody you've been hanging out with every single day, it's your best friend, and not just hanging out. I mean, I'm talking like, he's helped you in the past, and then and you've helped him. Then maybe, right? But that's going on, and then as long as he's not being scammed, of course. If it's his idea and he came up with it and he's doing all the work and he's had the success, yes, then you can do it. But other than that, no. Please don't. Okay, this guy, it's typical, right? What they do, right? Especially the good ones, right? This was a very good scam, right? Initially, the Canadian found nothing suspicious in contacting the people. He started with a $250 investment and then contributed another $2,500 shortly afterwards. After a while, Carr requested $1,000, so he requested $1,000 return. Right? He should have requested the whole thing, right? Odds are, right, most of these things are a scam, and I know it's really hard because you feel that it's real, that this is possible. I understand that. So one of the things you can do is just withdraw all of your money, see what happens, right? And do that a couple of times, right? Withdraw, and the entity honored it immediately. Okay, so if they withdraw, if they tell you, oh yeah, now you had to 5K, right? After depositing 3,000, well then deposit the withdrawal 5K, right? Odds are you won't be able to do that. So then he would, if his only losses would have been like the 3K, or actually it was to 2,750. This gave him more confidence, and everything was legit. And between October 22nd and January 2023, he invested almost $500,000. Wow. The Canadian had his first doubts when he saw his funds grow to 1.3 million, and he asked to cash out part of it. However, the bad actors insisted he paid 150K. Now, once that happens, once they, like, for example, if he asked them to withdraw all of it, they would have asked for a smaller investment, right? To liquidate the withdrawal completely. Once you hear that, you're done. It's scam. It's over. You've been scammed, right? They're just trying to get more money out of you, one last hurrah out of you. So, yeah, if he had done that, right? Withdraw the whole amount and then see what happens. That would have helped him avoid this $500,000 mark. So that's one of the things you can do if you feel that, hey, you absolutely must invest in this thing. Make sure you start with small amounts of money, and then withdraw that later on, and then then if everything seems legit, maybe you put a little half of it back. Then withdraw that if it increases again and see what happens, right? And then you could start maybe putting a little bit more money other than that. So that's how I feel. You have to be very careful. Most of the times it just is fraud. You'll see a lot of that in the comment section. If anybody responds pretending to be me, it's not me. It's a scam. Just stay away. Okay? Well, with that said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Hope you see you tomorrow when we're going to see Bitcoin explode even more. All right. Take it easy.